Welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. I've got a bit of a retro tech show and tell today. As you may be aware, I do like old retro tech and I have a couple of VCRs in the house and I've picked up a new one and it is an absolute beast of a machine. It's a really high-end one. But I want to go through why I've chosen this, partly out of luck because it was on Facebook for a good price, but also the fact that you might have seen the video about 3 years ago when I picked this this Sony, what is this one? A Sony SLV-835 up, and I got this up and running, and give it a good clean up. Recently though, it's had a bit of a fault when you've been on playback, in which you get like a little bit of these black dots in a pattern that come onto the screen. I did a bit of video like this. And it just got more and more annoying. So I try to clean the heads, and what I think the problem is, I think one of the heads is damaged. It's as simple as that. It's this constant pattern running through. When you knock the side of it, sometimes it clears up, but it always comes back. So I've been out the outlook for a new machine. Now, I had two sort of caveats for the new machine. It needed to be a dark colour, so it needed to be black. I didn't want a silver one, which then sort of predates it to before 2000. And ideally, I wanted it to be a Sony because they're easy to work on. And I end up picking up this. Now, give me a second, it's bloody heavy. This absolute beast, and this is a, hold on, you have to give it away a minute because it's too big. It's an SLV-835 from 1992. Now, you can see it's big. I'm going to show you some images of the old one on top of this one, just so you can appreciate how absolutely monstrous this thing is. And then we're going to go through all the features it's got, and it's got a lot of features. So let's just show you how big this beast of a machine is. Right, this is like a standard, what you instantly think of the size of a VHS player. This is the top one. This is my old Sony Smart Engine, and the new one, as you can see, is a lot wider. And you're thinking, Heath, you pushed that off the back of it. No, I've lined up the back as well. This is massive. When we got it, I was struggling to fit it in the cupboard it's going to go into. It will just about go in, but it won't fit deep ways into a IKEA unit. I've had to cut the back of the unit off to get it to fit. But just to give you an idea how just monstrous this thing is. Also, how big the remote control is. Yeah, you need two hands to hold this rascal. There's a reason why there's so many buttons on it as well. So let's have a look at this. So look at the inputs and outputs, and I'll show you why I bought it. Primarily why I bought it because it's a Sony, but I'll also show you what else it can do that I was not expecting. As you can see, it's a lovely colour, isn't it? So let's have a start with looking at the back of it and see what you've got in. So, power in, not a wide-in cable, comes with a figure of 8 cable, which is pretty cool because it means I can change the cable whenever I need to. Moving across, Control S out, so it has a remote control system you can hook up to it. Video and audio out. Input and output of SCART leads. We'll come round to why it's got those in a minute. In and out of aerials, pretty standard. That the in, so you can record, and the out, they go back to your TV, and over the RF channel there. So as you can obviously see on the back of this, it's got some things you wouldn't necessarily expect to have. The video out being one of them. Audio, yeah, because you hook up to a stereo if need be. But we're going to flip this round, and we'll see what the front reveals. So let's have a look at the front. Let's see what it says it's got on it. So let's start on the bottom here. So we've got that is a stereo video cassette recorder, SLV-835. Comes with Nicam stereo and Video Plus Plus. That's where you put the number in at your local TV guide, and it records. Well, it doesn't record the show. It records the time slot allocated to it. In addition to that, you can set this up for weekly recording as well, and just leave a tape in it. On the front again, just confirms it's got Nicam, 4 heads, erase head, we'll come back to that in a minute, and synchro edit, we'll come back to that again in a minute as well. But it's got 4 heads, which has the bonus of being able to go through each frame individually with a clear image, which if you were back in the 90s would have been really useful for watching Bad Influence, because they used to do a data blast which you record at the end of the show, and all the cheat codes are ran through dead quick through the screen, and you can pause and get the cheat codes and stuff. In addition to that, it means you can go forward and backwards frame at a time and can run the video in slow motion. And I've just got the on standby, but you're thinking, hold on a minute, that's not where the tape goes in. No. So we open this up, and then you get all of this. Now I'm going to turn this thing on, and then we'll go through the extra features you get. So as you can see, it is pretty impressive. All the buttons on it, it matches everything that's on the controller. Now you might have noticed when we looked at this at the start, it said fly head, erase head. So first function, if you're recording live TV and you pause it to cut an advert out, you can back up along your recording to the start of the adverts, pause it again, and then it will record through. So it's live recording. You can update and edit as you go. In addition, if we just flip this one up and this one down, it has another additional ports here. Now, for recording purposes, it allows you to record pay-per-view TV. It'll do that. It allows you to hook another VCR up to it and record off that, which comes into the next function in a minute. If your country supports it, it'll record the bilingual signal coming in as well. So if you've got multiple languages on a cassette or on a incoming TV signal, it'll record those as well and store them on there. It allows for picture-in-picture, so you can record something whilst watching the other channel and seeing both. It allows you to play back on the screen whilst watching a TV channel at the same time. So it has picture-in-picture functionality. The reason for that is main down to the main thing, which is you can see by all the functions on it. This thing's a home video editing suite. So this is a really high-end machine. Just I'm going to pop up again. That's a line in from a camcorder. You can hook directly into this. This is your editing suite. So you can play video into this, edit it on here, including repeats, and record it on the cassette in here. Not only that, you'd have noticed on the back, it has, it has 2 SCART leads, an incoming and an outgoing. You can hook another VCR up to it, so you can edit from 2 sources onto a single tape. Add to that, you might have noticed we've got phono and mic. You can do voice overlays on it. The incoming left and right stereo means you can hook it up to a stereo system, and you can record onto VHS music off a CD, off a cassette, and store it on here. It won't be a video with that, but you can store it, which means you can overlay also into onto your video as you make it. So the reason why this thing's so big and would have been really expensive back in the day is it's a home editing system that you can edit from various sources. And this is all what I've creamed off. There's not a lot of information about this, but it's pretty much everything that's been creamed off. So you've got there forward and reverse, so you can wind the cassette back and forward on the fly. Unfortunately, I can't really test much of this because one, my other VCR isn't working, and I can't get live TV into it because I don't have a digital box at the moment. Obviously, we've got recording levels left and right. If I turn this on, I'm not sure if you can see. We have left and right input signals on these play, so you can balance it all. It's obviously auto tracked, but it is an absolute beast of a machine. I think on some Sony camcorders, when you hook them up, it has a command thing, so you can use this remote control to also control the playback from the camcorder. so you can do everything, all the editing in one place. It's just an absolute massive piece of kit, isn't it? I've just turned the lights off in there. I've just put a VCR into it so you can see the line levels left and right coming out of this VHS at the moment. In addition, it's quite good the fact that this screen pops up and turns this what you call it's a vacuum fluorescent tube display. It turns it off, which means unlike a lot of the equipment I've got from this age, it's not decolored that much. I think it's dull because it's playing. I think when you turn it off, it's a bit brighter. Let's have a look, see if we can inject this. Again, really slow eject mechanism, so there's no faults in that. Now I have tested this because the original plan for this video was to take it apart, give it a clean the heads, and have a look inside it. But I tested it. It is an unbelievably clear picture, really clear, no faults on it. Sounds really good, and yeah, this is going straight into our living room. And the best bit about it, which I'll show you in a minute, this came in two colours. It came in gloss black, and it came in this. Can you see? It's like a graphite grey. Well, the stereo, the stacker system I've got in my living room is also this colour. So it's a double win for me because it could be all matching. To be fair, it looks like a stacker system because it's all flush on the front. You wouldn't think it was a VCR. You get the feeling this was designed to be in part potentially be put into a full width stacker system. Mine's not a full width one, but a full width stacker system as well. So you could run the sound out of it as well. But new VCR, it's a beast of a machine. All those functions. I didn't even know things were like available at the time. It must have cost a fortune back in 1992. I mean, some of the functions it's got on here, 4 heads. Video Plus only came out a few years before. This was laden with features. I've been trying to find out how much it was new. I've not been able to find anything. But it must have been. The VCR back then must have been 300 quid for a basic one. This must have been knocking on for £1,000. What's that these days? £2,000? But as I said, it's a full editing suite. That's what it would have been sold on. Anyway, let's get it into the old living room. Hook it up. I'm going to show you how crisp the image is. I'm going to use the same video from last time, just so you can see how crisp that white is on the screen. All right, let's go get it set up. Okay, there it is, nicely installed. You can see it's really tight, and it hangs out the back of this unit to keep the airflow going through. The reason I love this is my stacker unit, and it's exactly the same colour, so I'm really happy with that. Right, let's get on with the functionality of this and how tidy and clean the imaging is. I've got that video I showed you before. Just press play. In the same areas, let me. So you can see there's all those little flecks coming through here on this white, and they've all disappeared now, which is fantastic. And the image is just really crisp. Don't get a content match. If you know what film this is, that's pretty cool. And it keeps turning its sound back on. I need to talk over it. Alright, so look at some of the quick functions on here. So we've got, say, go forward frame at a time, go forward slowly, go forward fast, reverse, frame at a time, go back, and a full reverse. So you can imagine how useful this would be for editing a video if you've got two sources coming in to trim the edit video, which will be in this machine, to suit what you needed. Really pleased with this. Playback is excellent. 4 heads, you can't beat that for that frame. You can see the frames, individual frames, how crisp they were. The fact that it matches my stereo behind me again, that's the icing on the cake. The editing features, I didn't even know such a thing existed, not back in 1992. Anyway, really happy with it. So it was a quick video just to go through what you can still pick up, and I paid 50 quid for this. I think it's a bargain, and it works perfectly. The film I watched, I was showing you there. Anyone guess what it was? Space Above and Beyond. the TV movie for the first 2 episodes. Didn't get a VHS release. This is a preview tape for video shop owners. So there you go. Only ever came out on DVD. So a bit extra there. I'll put a link to that if you want. I did a video about it. Anyway, I'm really happy with this. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. If you ever use one of these, let me know how difficult or easy it was to use to edit. So I never even thought about doing back in the day. Well, I was only a kid in 1992. I just about got my first VHS player. But yeah, I just can't wait to start watching some VHSs. I've got a big backlog of ones I've been buying recently. So anyway, enough for me rattling on. Made it this far. Thanks for watching. Cheers.